Hello, guys. Welcome to a new episode of the Aftermath of. We're live at the moment on YouTube, as we always do with the Aftermath of. We're going to talk about, of course, this week Champions League matches. And I think we put myself on while I do this because I can have my live chat. It's a little bit complicated how I run things here, but it's the only thing where I can. As I wrote also on the chat, if you are joining in, let me know about what your opinions. I'm always interested in it, so I can go in a dialogue with you. So I give my opinion. I want to hear your opinion because your opinion matters. I'm just telling mine, but I can be wrong. I'm just a human being. Anyway, welcome to the show. We're reporting, of course, for GTA Sports Studio and here live on YouTube on the channel GTA Live Tube. All right. Anyway, I think we had some great matches. I really do. It's been exciting. Especially yesterday, I was excited. I was thrilled to the bone with the match Real Madrid and what's it called Bayern München. I'm forgetting lately enough names. I think it's a lot bit like, you know what I mean? I'm not the youngest anymore. If you want to know, I'm 41 years old. Um, if I look at the match yesterday, now I just want to gets clearly out of the match. If we now take away, we know about the two offside goals. All right, I just want to get away. It had everything. It had drama, excitement, unbelievable. From what and the WTF even moment came there with the own goal. And the funny part is with the own goal. I feel a little bit sorry for Sergio Ramos because it should be a very wonderful game for him because it was his 100th match in the Champions League this match, and it felt like if you make your own goal and you put your team so much in jeopardy, you think that wow. I would feel ashamed. I think if I saw him also later, he saw us singing and crying. And you know what? I can understand that because it was his 100th match for Real Madrid in the Champions League, and then this to happen. I can a little bit understand that. Another 100 was in the match, and of course that were the goals of Ronaldo for Real Madrid. Um, let's we talk about that one. And now I'm going to be very harsh. All right, I'm going to be a majorly biatch. But isn't that just like me, or has someone else? I said it to a friend tonight, actually. And have you noticed that things that in the last round it was also doubtful with Barcelona with that judge. Now Real Madrid. Is there something going on? Could be. Now, of course not. The problem. I don't want to judge on match fixing. I'm not. I'm not even going on that. But it is maybe coincidental. However, it was so clearly those two goals that were offside. I don't want to even go into it. And the problem with these two offside goals is it determined the whole match. It changed the whole match. I think if the judge would be more knowledgeable, then you would have maybe even a different outcome at the moment. So I had something like, you know what I mean? And yeah, and that's the problem. Now, everybody came on the Scotch show. We have a video ref. Yeah, you can throw so much technology ahead. A video ref, a Hawkeye that you can see if it's a goal or not. Suddenly, we're walking with robots in form of a Terminator or what over the field because we have to have it so precisely and go after the book. It's not football anymore because football is also what we not should forget about is emotion, is feeling. And if you're going to do it so on high technology, this technology, and with this technology, the human touch gets away, and you get totally different matches, even maybe very boring matches, because we can't, even though we have to forget, we're forgetting one thing to a major aspect of yesterday's football. Even if there were offside goals, I mean, it was exciting. It was a thriller. I know if you're a Bayern fan, I know you feel really screwed over. I can understand that. To be quite honest, I feel for you guys because I would do exactly the same. I do. But you can't deny, and you can't say, JJ, you're wrong on the aspect. It was exciting, and we got our money worth. I know you got screwed over. I really do. You feel like, it's been taken away. I feel like screwed over majorly. True. But it's better this way than sitting and boring and saying, yeah. Because that is also, because if we're going on the technology on the far, what we discussed, and I can understand that, especially with Byron, that they're really going after, what we have to have it. It's also, we have to forget, we also have to understand the human fact. Because if he didn't make a mistake, who will be yelling then? What? Because it's, do you know what the problem is? There's a lot of money involved. And we're not talking about, a cheap pair of socks, what I'm wearing. But, I'm not going to tell, by the way, why I said that. That was just, okay. Quickly, off the note, I took on some very new socks I bought a few days ago. Totally new. I bought them, and I took my shoes off tonight, and there's already a hole on it. Now that's what I call a very cheap pair of socks. All right, but I don't want to talk about. We're talking here about money, a lot of money. Money I will probably never see on my bank account unless I get so much views as Casey Neistat, maybe the 3 times on the next 10 episodes of the aftermath. But I don't. All right, that's what we're talking about. There are we going at. And that's why even the it's more sour, and that's why everybody's frustrated, especially not the fans. The fans are because they feel screwed out of due to the system of a ref, right? I can understand that, but the board of directors for Bayern München, they're just looking at the money. Let's be honest, and I can understand that. I will that too. I mean, it can even determine if you can sign Messi maybe next year or not. Now, I'm not going to say it's already for 100 million, but you know what I'm getting at. Maybe it's to wait for a whole year for Messi. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're playing for. And also, if you can keep your players from going to China, let's be honest about that. And that's what we're talking about, money, and that's why the clubs are so sour about it. I didn't see Leicester, but what I heard, they could walk off the field with the head held right. And trust me, I think they so deserve. I think they did brilliant. What I've seen from them in Champions League, a club that plays actually, relegation football, what they're doing, let's be honest about it. I know they made the 37 points, and that means normally that you have the border of not relegating, that you can, stay in the Premier League. I'm aware of that, but it's still, if you're being champion one season, you think it's the relegation rule, isn't it? But it's the fairy tale, and I feel that also Shakespeare, but also don't forget Ranieri, because Ranieri, he did it all, and I still, if I'm being honest, I still don't get it why he was sacked, because he did it. He made that fairy tale come true. So can't he get some sort of acknowledgement from, okay, maybe this season doesn't do good, but we all knew because all the major players were sold. That's what it's all about. that is always something, that is so terrible with nowadays transfer system, is that if you have some good players and you do for one season good, then all the major clubs and they take a bunch of money and they take all those big players, those players from you who actually made you that good team. And then it's because if you don't have such a big name, even though you're a champion, and then it's very hard to get new players in that mood that you can play Champions League, because you have to pay so much money. Isn't that affordable for that team? That you also have to understand. For example, what FC Twente did. FC Twente was in Dutch in Holland the team. They became the champions, and yes, there were some players sold, so they get new one. But they thought directly, well, we're now the champions. We're going to win directly the Champions League, and we're going to be champions again, and etc. etc. It's actually the same story as Leicester. So they thought, well, we're going to, get a lot of money and the best players, and they got financial screwed over. They didn't make it financial. So in that way, I think that Leicester did that better. And maybe in a few years, slowly let them grow back to the top now. Use their money, get a little bit of players that you still can afford in your budget, but a little bit better and grow a little bit further closer to the top. That is Leicester's goal. It's not directly go, invest that you have to pay, that you can buy Messi or whatever, or Ronaldo, or you know what I'm getting at, right? Or Mbappe. Yeah. And I think we have learned one lesson, that not always the best players you buy makes you the best team with Leicester. And that is the most beautiful story of Leicester this year. And maybe we can learn something about it. That you don't have to pay hundreds of millions for a Pogba who doesn't do squat for Manchester United. I'm just saying, but it's a pure example. And now I'm taking a lot out on teams like Manchester. I know that, but it's also a very given shake of form. Because sometimes, and I always learned that, the best football player, the best players play sometimes the best type of football when they're not discovered yet. And there you have to get them. That is the trick. There you have to get the scouts for. Because if they're going big, everything goes to their head, and etc. etc. And I will come back later on that with the Barcelona match. I mean, it's the same as musicians. I mean, I heard once a CD. I think it was. Who was it now again? Was that Nirvana before they got famous before Small Steve's Word? And I think it was a demo I got last year. That was so brilliant music, and yeah. Or U2. U2 actually played brilliant music before they got international famous. Trust me, go listen to CDs like War or October or something. Those CDs, really good music. Anyway, we're going back from the music back to football. Barcelona. Okay, I was watching a little bit of Barcelona tonight, and I felt I was so excited. And I thought, yeah, the case is, let's talk about Neymar. Neymar is a very talented football player. I was very impressed with him tonight. The problem is, I have sometimes the feeling it doesn't gel with him with Messi or the rest of the team. He has the talent, you can see that. He is a very good, unique player. He belongs at that level, but it doesn't connect. So there you show, but I said always before with Leicester is that you can buy a whole team with the biggest money, but it doesn't always gel with Barcelona. And I think that we now seen actually this Champions League that it makes sense. Look at the the second round when they played against Paris Saint-Germain. Was it now 4-1 or 4-0? They lost against Paris Saint-Germain. I think 4-0, right? Yeah. And they were totally blown. That team was Barcelona, was not that good. It was terrible. It was not a team. It was just 11 very good, talented football players. And again, you saw that against Juventus, and Juventus did it very well. And that's what I said also in my prediction video. And I was right on the subject. I said so. That Barcelona tonight won't any have a chance of scoring. And why? Because the Italians are world master in defending. And you saw it over and over again. They exactly knew what Messi would do. They exactly know what Neymar would do. And they were standing and they did brilliant. And what did they come out with? You saw that after the second half and just started, they came out with some counters and even got chances. They did it. And that's why I think, I'll be honest, that Juventus, and I know I said that last round from Bayern München, but Juventus will win this year's Champions League. I mean, look at Dybala. My God, great football player. Higuain, also great. They know exactly, they fit in that Juventus. And what I found so amazing from Juventus is every year that goes. Can you remember a few years back? I can't remember his name. He went to the United States. That's really good ball. That player who knows exactly where to play. I can't remember his name. I really can't. But I think he's now even retired, or maybe his last season. And when they said, "There goes Juventus," it will take ages. And again, they're standing there in the semi-finals. This team, it is amazing. And I think that belongs to the strength of Juventus. They're not only looking to the big football players, they know, hey, I'm this kind of player, we have the money, but we're not going to get the biggest football player. No, we go get the most talented football players. And then you see the dominance of Juventus. Look at how they play in the Serie A. They're almost unbeatable. They're the semi-finalists in the Champions League. For whose sake kept Barcelona in 2 games in a row on the 0? It's unheard of. And that is the talent of Juventus. Defending, having a brilliant midfield, and strikers who can finish it off. And they had actually a relaxing night. Yeah, the defense had it very hard, but they could sit on their behind the whole night because they know for a fact, hey, we know exactly how to, we have the talent in the defense, and that's what it was missing. That what was brilliantly so done from Juventus. And the talent that Neymar has is not coming out to play. And why? It's not because of Neymar, because Neymar is a brilliant football player. You see that, how he's pacing, how he's controlling the ball. The problem he had, hey, I'm not one with actually Messi, that I feel really noticed about. But also about the matter is that he can actually, he was defended very good, and he didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to do forehand. That's the whole thing. And of course, I feel a little bit sorry for you, Dortmund, because also I placed an article today on TGA Sports. I don't know if you noticed, guys, but I feel that Dortmund is actually the victim of the quarterfinals, because Dortmund has a brilliant team. They have some English football players. Why? Because of a whack job. Because he had to play a bomb underneath a player pass. Of course, it is wrong. It is wrong from also the security. They should have noticed this. But, and directly that the UEFA forced Dortmund to play the next day. They were still in shock. And Monaco took advantage of that. Trust me. Because if your teammate is laying there injured, and Batra I'm talking about especially, because of that, you're in shock. You're not in focus, and the UEFA forced that. Go play now. Do it now. Tomorrow you have to play. For God's sake, is the UEFA not realizing they're also human beings? I know that they're very good, talented football players, but trust me, they also have a soul, emotions, for crying out loud. We're talking human beings. We're not talking robots here. For God's sake, UEFA, let them wait. Let them play tonight and that match, and in a week's time the next return match, so they could get mentally back in the game. I feel that Dortmund got screwed out of the Champions League, actually the quarterfinals, and I'm wondering if they could do anything about this with Gus, because this is pure ridiculous. It's like if you ask the employees from 9/11, the day after 9/11, to go back to work again. How crazy are you, Juventus? UEFA, sorry, Juventus. This is unheard of. It's not humankind. They were still in fucking shock. And don't get me wrong, because Monaco is a great team. And I'm not taking anything away from them, because they have a brilliant team. They're doing a bloody very good. If they are the surprise, maybe, yes, of the semi-finals of the Champions League, that is aware, but they also have the talent, like Mbappe, again, great talent football player. That guy, nobody heard of him exactly, almost not, when he moved to Monaco. He is the new Messi, almost, the new Neymar. It is already rumored that he may be going to Manchester United or Barcelona, Real Madrid. That's what I'm saying. And then it's going to his head, and we will never see him as good as can with AS Monaco. That is the thing. And we've seen a lot of the Brazilian Ronaldo when he played with PSV. He was brilliant. He came to Barcelona, he came overweight, he got a knee injury, you know what I'm saying? That is my opinion. And there's probably a lot of other people think totally different about it. That is fine. But I feel sometimes that or they can't handle to play on that high level, that they can't hold the pressure, but they have to because of their name, and they want to earn some good money. But then you have to maybe say to yourself, I'm this high level, I'm doing great, just stay here. I won't earn that much money. Then you go just to China for a few years. Just go for one football season to China. You don't have to worry the rest of your life. That is the thing. I've also been saying we have to go back to the old ruling, only 3 foreign players in one team, because it is sometimes getting ridiculous. I must admit. Now, yeah, we have 4 teams now left: Real Madrid, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, and AS Monaco. Could it be funny, that Monaco wins the whole shit? I mean, I know it's outtake. My money is actually on Juventus. Because the team is very well assembled. They do very well. They're unbeatable, it looks like. I think they have it all going. And we all know, if you put the defense good against Ronaldo, goodbye Ronaldo. And we all are aware, if you take out Ronaldo, now I'm not saying you have to hurt him, just take him out, put some guys on him. Trust me, you have the enders near for Real Madrid. That is the whole thing. Atletico Madrid, The thing is, okay, here's the thing with Atletico Madrid. They're almost the same as Juventus. Very good defending. The problem is they don't score that often. Look at their matches. 0-0, 1-1, 1-0. You know, it's not the 6-0, the 7-0s, or the 7-3s. Or, you know what I'm saying? They have it hard to score. And I noticed that a lot of Atletico Madrid, that they come to the final and they don't win it. It's always the opposite party. I just noticed that. Because how many times have we seen Atletico Madrid in the final and they score? But not 2 or 3 times that they were too small to go ahead and win the whole thing. And that's a shame because they are so good. Diego Simeone has really done a good job at Atletico Madrid. So I will put my money on Juventus. I really do. Monaco, with all due respect. It depends also who draws who, right? Because I see, if I'm being honest, if Monaco can draw Atletico Madrid, then I think, if I'm being honest, that Monaco advances to the final. I really do. I'm not so convinced about this season's Atletico Madrid. I'll be honest. Could be funny if we got Atletico Madrid. They know each other well. That could be blood on the table. Trust me. And then we really get something maybe in the result, because Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, they can't stand each other. They will make sure from each other that the best will go through. They will go through hell and back just to get through to the next round, to the final. I mean, it will be war in Madrid, honest. Monaco, Juventus. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't wait for that match. I really can't. I will have that evening a lot of popcorn and all the things standing ready. Again, yeah, we have to wait. What is it? Friday, I think. We have to wait for that. Anyway. Now, I think I said enough for the aftermath. This is my opinion. For people who sit later on demand, please do me a favor. Lay a comment underneath and give your opinion. Let me know. Not that this sucks. Your fucked opinion. No, if you're not agreeing with my opinion, that is fine. That is absolutely, I have respect for that. But be a little bit creative. You say, if you're not agreeing, and why not? Go a little bit in depth. I always like that. I always like to hear that, and that is fine because I respect that. It just, then this sucks. Yeah, I can write that also. This sucks. Takes me 2 minutes. But if you do, and by the way, I'm asking you, like this video, please do so. Share the video. Always welcome to do so. I'm really happy for you if you did. All right. But tomorrow I'll be back with a new episode of The Pitch for you football fans. I'll be also doing Rumbling Wrestling tomorrow. What do we have more going on tomorrow? I'm just thinking out loud. But next time live will be on Saturday, of course, with the GGA show. I'm thinking, by the way, we're going live maybe also after to give an yeah. Shall we not do the pitch live again after maybe the draws for on Friday? I think that is a very good idea. We did that very well, and everybody liked it last time. So I think we'll do that. All right, and I'll see you yeah, tomorrow, of course, here on GTA's live tube here on YouTube. And don't forget to like us on Facebook on facebook.com/GTA Live, GTA Sports Studio. And for you football hardcore fans, is there the football community, the pitch, and that is called on facebook.com/GTA The Pitch. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter on @GTA Sport Studio. And also, don't forget to follow us on Google Plus. If you're on Google Plus, you can follow us there on plus.google.com/plus GTA Live Tube. All right. Well, that's all. Thank you so much for watching tonight. I hope you really enjoyed the show. Let me know, and I will see you tomorrow. Sleep well. Have a great evening. I hope you really had a great Champions League tonight. My name is Jan-Jaap, reporting for GTASportstudio.com. All right, and see you tomorrow. Ciao.